Draper's Ward. The Dead Eels. With Lily's Stride free, you have a captain to take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzie's second-in-command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Be able to trade Wakefield and help Lizzie get her ship in working order.
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And the riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
So yeah, we have the Baffled Us now. Welcome back, everybody. I'm saying it like if anybody is actually watching this, but yeah, welcome back anyway. Hopefully this episode I actually have something to say, because last episode, oh god, I really had nothing to say. Which probably is last 2 episodes, I think. Yeah, I've no idea. So, what favors do we have? The Sunken Crate. Allied whalers will dump a crate loaded with supplies overboard near the Undine. The Udine, or however they want to say it. You'll have to dive to retrieve the containment. I really lack supplies, that's not my problem at all. The Hidden Rune. A tunnel dweller has been bribed to bring a rune from the depths of the Dunwall storm drains and place it within reach of the surface. I like my runes. So, any nice upgrades we still can get? Baffled Dust. Changes the chemical composition of choke dust so it induces short-term confusion. Victims will resume normal, unsuspecting activity after exposure to the dust. Yeah, like I said in the last episode, I don't use this really to get away. I use it so I can murder everybody. So, anything interesting? Amount of darts. D2 sounds interesting. More things that can make murder easy? Yes, please. And I think that will do. So, let's begin.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
We've been here 8 years. We ain't leaving.
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dresses?
Somebody get over here.
Oh, good guys. Good guys, these Dead Eels kind of suck, don't they?
Come on, let's get this guy.
What?
You can't fight for shit.
Oh, you're not going after me.
Let's see what's inside.
Who are you fighting? Oh.
Go down, you pig.
Fair enough. That means I don't have to deal with that rat swarm. But now that you dealt with him, you can disappear. Satanic ritual?
Somebody, get over here. I'll stick you.
Hey, I was still looking for you. Oh. That didn't work out as planned. What? What I was going to say was... This one looks odd to me. Because why is a scribbling of a kid amongst all these scribblings of rats? Granny's wedding recreation. A page torn from an old manuscript written in scrawling hand. Bring a man to represent my black-eyed groom. Fetch a woman to represent me in my youth. Lay them together in the eternal circle. A wedding band to bind them, placed on the silver tray. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a wedding gift. Granny. So you'll be our man to be wed. Congratulations. Now we just need to find a woman somewhere. And if I don't remember incorrectly, the Deadials have quite a few women among them. And yeah, with how I play, you can... Fuck. No, you can't play with... You can't fuck with how I play. You can probably guess some things, how some things are going to work out.
Get me. Or won't your mommy let you?
You guys take orders from Trimble now, is that it? A nurse? You gonna teat on him?
Hatter! Now and forever!
I'll cut you up like a slaughterhouse whale. You hear me?
And do it
Are
already.
you missing something, little eels?
I got a little something for you. Might burn a little though.
Drive him back into the river!
Draper's Ward is our place now.
Come on, let's get this guy!
Oh, so they have, they also have choked us, don't they? Well, I guess we have our, fairly sure we have our bride right there. Hello, it's over there. We have a rune around there, and we should also have a rune around there, shouldn't we? So let's at least pick those two up. Alright. What to do first? A save with two guys. I know where I'm also going. I mean, I was going to go there anyway because, well, that's very close to where my hidden rune is, but well, that pretty much sealed the deal, didn't it? Here we go. Now we just need to find a wedding ring. A dangerous experiment. I've come across some old writings that hint at a bizarre ritual. I'm going to use it to prove to you, once and for all, that all of this mystical stuff is just superstition. When I get back from my mission in the sewers, we'll do this. But there's a trick. You'll need a bride. Ha! Near as I can tell, she doesn't need to be willing. She doesn't need to be awake. By the outsider's eyes, I don't even think she needs to be alive. So you'll go schedule bride if you can. I'll officiate this mocking wedding. So I guess that somewhere in the sewers we'll find a guy who will have a wedding ring. So that would be nice. Oh. Oh. Yay. Spiky fences. I'm not standing on it. Well, yeah, okay, I'm sort of. Aren't you guys supposed to say something?
I wonder what it was doing down there in the mud. Fell off a boat?
Well, open it
My
already.
ticket to the good life is in there. And I'm standing here like an idiot. I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was the hard part. But I had no idea how to open it.
Hammers?
Really? Look at that thing. You think hammers will break it open?
Explosives.
Sure. The sound brings everyone running. Then we gotta share. And what if it calls some heels, huh?
There must be a way. Think what could be in there.
You know what would be funny? If it wasn't locked.
What? Of course it's locked. Look at it.
You mean you haven't even tried it?
What do you think I am? Stupid?
It looks old. Maybe even from back in the time of the old emperor. Jessamine's father.
He's looking the other way, so so you're dead. As are you. So it actually was locked. Great. Oh. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, that worked out rather well, nicely. It's back to my old friend again. Explosives! I'm using way too many explosives for a stealth game, but explosives! Hello, friend. As instructed by Owalis, I have dredged this horrid thing from the depths of the storm drains and placed it in the agreed upon location in the hopes that you and only you recover it. But be warned, Paul Fortune has followed me every step of the way since laying hands on this thing, and I'm overjoyed at the prospect of leaving it here and being done with it. May it treat you better than it has me. And if some unlucky local has stumbled upon this wicked bone, heed these two warnings. As I've said above, Paul Fortune will find you, but more importantly, this is intended for delivery to the most dangerous man in the Empire. If you are in possession of something he wants, you may count your remaining hours on one hand. Oh good god, 7 runes have been to be found here. We better get started then. One over, one up there. Oh.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Oh.
Let me know. You won, right?
Say it. Daddy, you'll eat shit and like it. Say it and I'll let you live. Wait! Okay. Hatters eat shit and like it.
Those were your last words. How did it pass me by? Start with the sickness, huh?
Let's
Die,
get
you
this
crusty
guy.
bastard!
You'll sleep in the river mud tonight. Ah. Ah. Gonna feed you to the rats.
How did it pass me by?
You
Somebody, give me a
guys are not great at this, you know that. Oh.
That's what happens when you tango with a dead eel.
And that's what happens when you mess with doubt. Or even get vaguely in the direction of doubt. Black market shop. Oh, I can use that.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
Oh, you're a resupplier. You have a bone charm. I like bone charms. What's the point of that? Oxrush flower. Oxrush is a flower found in the southern region of Pandicia. I have no idea what it does. So I want it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Reinforced bolts. Stop pressing the wrong buttons all the time. Bolts stuck to enemies break less often. Could be useful, but not per se needed. Yeah, I'm going to take your stuff now.
Now nobody is gonna skip on paying me, huh?
Well, not completely, but all I...
You see his face when
That
he
was
asked
very
for the money
strange.
back. Like he was going to... begging.
And Wakefield just looks at him, like he doesn't even understand what's happening. Hilarious. Dies.
I can't believe Lizzie held us back all these years. This is living.
Looks he's going to be back in control very soon, though.
What the?
At least when I have something to say about. You must wonder, why do they even bother attacking anymore? I mean, why not run away or something? I don't know, anything. Complaints from the Daddy Old Guard. This post is awful. I almost broke my neck getting up here, and all day the hatters keep taking shots at me like I'm some kind of carnival game. This morning I saw some lady up on the glass roof across the canal, and it kind of has me worried. I saw some lady up on the glass. That's... The hatters don't have ladies in them, do they? That's only the dead eels, but they wouldn't say that as some lady. I think she looked right at me. How did you get up there? Are the hatters recruiting ladies now? Yeah, like I said, they don't. Anyway, since you've been up there, I can barely make out this thing she left behind. Ah, thing she left behind. Can't tell what it is from here, but come nightfall, I might climb up there and have a look. Gotta be wary of that arc pylon they set up there. If they have that kind of gear, we're just outmatched. I wish Lizzie was back. She'd get us out of this. And I know there's probably something to be said for not killing all the dead eels when I'm trying to get the help from the dead eels, but... Another civilian. Dressmaker studio.
Who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah, are you with her? No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
I used to make clothing for the Caldwins, you see. I adored them, especially young, precocious Emily. She was such a delight. Did you ever meet the Empress? She was so special. And I was able to count her among my friends. I had a lock of hair from young Emily, a keepsake given to me by the family when my hands grew too stiff and clumsy to work the needle. I have treasured it so.
And Delilah?
She visited me here. Such a surprise to see her, all grown up. So serious. Did you know she was once a playmate of Jessamine's? Before she was Empress, when they were both little. I thought it was a cordial visit at first, but it turned frightening.
What happened?
She made things come out of the shadows, long and grasping. I can still feel the cold on my neck. I sound mad, don't I? Perhaps I am. She questioned me and left me propped in the corner like a bolt of cloth. I couldn't move for 3 nights. She made the horrid markings you see now. Then she stole my only keepsake, my lock of hair from dear, sweet Emily. Ah, Emily, where are you? Damn that Corvo, and damn Delilah.
Damn, that Corvo is gonna be difficult, but then Delilah, I'll try. But yeah, what does Delilah want with what does Delilah want with Corvo's? What does Delilah want with a lock of hair from
How
Emily?
did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
And he has 2 drawings from Emily, I think. And if not, what's this?
I can tell so much about a person by their clothes. Yours tell quite a tale.
I bet they do. A note from Lady Boyle. My dearest friend, my costume ball will require 3 tailored outfits that are perfectly matching except for color. We're going to play a game with our guests, you see. I'm saddened to hear your deteriorating hands and the hard times on which you have fallen, as you were my first choice to craft these costumes. I will mention your physical difficulties to my doctor at the party. Perhaps he can be of some service to you. Farewell, Waverly Boyle. Good God, I have so much trouble with talking at the moment. Rune. So yeah, that's why did you keep that thing on the wall? Why do you let me steal all your stuff? Actually, letting you steal all your stuff is probably a good thing. Because it means that you're not dead yet, because you get in the way. So, we are going over here. Let's see if anybody is actually nearby. No, luckily there's not. Mostly lucky for them though. Off to the riverfront.
Redfield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that?
Oh, and here I thought that... Yeah, no, that...
Who would have thought? Maggot Montaigne.
kind of thought they said, yeah, that he did the let's drown him in a sack and... Excuse me. How was that, and where did she go?
Can't believe we're missing the whirlpool. Luxury. Sitting next to the river. Or canal at least. Just waiting to be taken.
All those prancing nobles in fancy masks. Strip them of their jewels and set them on fire. Finest time in the world.
Drown them. Drowning's worse.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do? He jumps in the water.
Very funny.
I hear Lord Shaw's making his way to the party by boat, with only 2 bodyguards.
What? How do you hear things like that?
I have some connections.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him, it will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Wait, what was that? Once again, wrong bloody menu. A witch's skin. Benefit when taking damage, your mana is drained before your health. Penalty, mana does not regenerate. Are you nuts? I'm very fond of having mana. And it really doesn't matter whether you drown them or you burn them. In both cases, the cause of death is suffocation. Your body will go through the exact
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine. He's put all of the eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Thank you for scaring the crap out of me. Again. Note from a Hatter spy. Mr. Hat. Really? There's been interesting activity since our raid on the Dead Eels a few days ago. It looks like Wakefield has been rooting out deceased loyalists and chasing them off, making an example out of them with some gruesome killing. I don't think he's got much of a hold on this gang, and things are likely to fall apart before long. Also, I swear I saw a woman lurking on some nearby rooftop last night, spying on the eels. She saw me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps you know what to make of that. Oscar. Yeah, I think we're dealing with more supernatural people here. Oh, bloody hell. More books to read! Trimble's Coin. Excerpt from a book on noteworthy intellectual figures. Not me if you listen to my bloody reading. Oh, good god, this book is huge. Yeah, this is probably going to be the rest of the episode. The halls of the Academy of Natural Philosophy are thought to be the spaces where thoughtful discourse and enlightened tolerance set the tone for debate and learning. It is believed that reason applies above all, and that the passion of the greatest minds of the Empire are tempered by wisdom and custom. This is commonly accepted vision of the place, and it's almost always accurate. Almost. Sometimes a protracted debate or disagreement can explode into conflict, and very rarely violence. Such was the case years ago in a month of winds. A young apprentice named Piero Joplin ventured into strange new direction and research in the preservation of modifying tissue, a field that brought him into frequent conflicts with a student called Trimble. Joplin and Trimble often debated loudly outly long into the night, and the content of these arguments was well beyond the understanding of most people of the Empire, the author included. The rivalry between the two natural philosophers raged for months, but it is the climax of those events that prompted his writing. The two had argued deep into the night, the debate sliding into bitter personal attacks. At last, they reached a terrible accord. Their mutual hatred culminated in a duel to the death with pistols. Under the grey sky of dawn, the greatest minds of the Empire of the Isles gathered in the courtyard in a fashion resembling schoolboys gathering to watch bullies fight. A quiet fell, as Joplin and Trimble accepted ceremonial pistols, marked off the bases, turned, and fired. Each combatant fired round after round, shattering windows, chipping masonry, and splitting blasters. The closest shot to the mark was Joplin's, whose bullet ripped through the hem of Trimble's overcoat. It was clear that the dedicated study of the learned men had made for poor marksmanship. When all their ammunition was expended, both parties quivered with fear and rage, but unharmed. It was then agreed that the duel would be settled with a coin flip. A newly minted coin of the Empire was produced, bearing the face of Empress Jessamine Coldwin. It was sent shipping into the air, trembling cold heads, the coin landed tails. Joplin was declared winner, and the feuding between the men ceased. By the terms of the dispute, Trimble was forced to leave the academy, his studies left incomplete, whereupon the dignified silence returned to the halls of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Brilliant. It's a duel to the death. Bang! Fuck, we're both still alive. I remember a GIF that also really resembled something like this. I should really remember to try and find that and try to place it somewhere in the description. See if I actually manage to find it, because oh my god, that thing is hilarious. Just
wish someone would start a fight.
I will soon enough. But yeah. See you in the next one. What an ending to an episode.